Speaking of Joe Biden has again made the correct decision when it comes to yet another request from former President Donald Trump to shield the White House visitor logs from the days right around the January 6, 2021 Trump riots. Trump wants those to be hidden. Joe Biden has said no. Reuters report Biden gives the January 6th panel access to Trump's White House visitor logs. President Joe Biden has rejected former President Donald Trump's executive privilege claims and ordered White House visitor logs to be released to the panel investigating the deadly January 6, 2021 attack, according to a letter released on Wednesday. In a letter to the National Archives, Biden's White House counsel granted congressional investigators access to the data, given the urgency of their work probing Trump supporters' violent siege of the Capitol, and ordered the agency to turn over the logs within 15 days. 15 days. The president has determined, meaning Joe Biden, the president has determined that an assertion of executive privilege is not in the best interests of the United States and therefore is not justified as to these records and portions of records. That's Biden's counsel Dana Remus. Importantly, Biden last year also rejected Trump's bid to block the U.S. House of Representatives committee, January 6th committee, from accessing batches of documents from the former president's time at the White House. The Associated Press similarly reporting Biden orders release of Trump White House logs to Congress. The committee has sought a trove of data from the National Archives, including presidential records that Trump fought to keep private. The records being released to Congress are visitor logs showing appointment information for individuals allowed to enter the White House on the day of the insurrection. Now, I have a couple thoughts on this. First of all, as I've said before, just think about it, just apply your own sense of reason to this. Is this the behavior of someone with nothing to hide? And the answer is, of course, no. Of course, no. The second part of this is, who visits the White House, who visits a president at the White House is just like base level public information. And so aside from whether generally speaking, this is the behavior of someone with nothing to hide or of someone with a guilty conscience, this is like basic level information that when you promise to have the most transparent administration in history, as Donald Trump did, Trump ran on, Obama has not been transparent, I will be transparent. And then you try to shield just White House visitor logs. This is a basic element of transparency. But there's another issue, which is I would make a bet that there are many visitors to the White House whose names were never put into the logs in the first place. It would be shocking to me if the White House logs that they are trying to shield are even complete in terms of representing everybody that visited Donald Trump at the White House. And then again, remember last week we learned about Trump power flushing documents and clogging the toilet. How do we know that there aren't some of these that have been flushed or attempted to be flushed and then fished out of the toilet by Trump's staff? None of it makes sense. And if you think back to 2016, you'll remember Donald Trump saying about Hillary Clinton, people who have nothing to hide don't destroy evidence to keep it from being publicly archived as required under federal law. That's what Trump said about Hillary. He said Hillary's behavior with documents is disqualifying to her as president. Look at what Trump has done. Ripping up documents, incinerating documents, flushing documents, begging Joe Biden to hide documents. But he said Hillary is the one that we can't trust. Of course, it doesn't make any sense. So this is about the release of documents to the January 6th committee, not to the public. Whether those documents will be made public by being leaked or who knows, if and when they are given to the January 6th committee, we just don't know yet. But this is the correct decision. And this is a further indication that this is a guy with a guilty conscience who doesn't want us to know who visited the White House on that day. Now, what might be, if the logs are complete, what might they reveal? They might reveal that members of right-wing militia groups visited the White House. They might reveal that individual members of Congress who were in contact with rioters also visited the White House. We just don't know. We don't know, and that's why the records need to be released. We'll have more on this on our Instagram. Find us on Instagram at David Pakman Show, and we'll be back right after this. One of our sponsors is Allform, hands down the easiest way to custom build your own sofa. You choose the premium fabric you want. You choose the sofa size, shape, color, even the color of the legs. You can customize every aspect of your new sofa to make sure it's the perfect fit for your home. I got my first Allform sofa a year ago. I just got a second one, which is really exciting. These really are the sofas I would have bought for my home. Even if Allform was not a sponsor, you really can't beat the quality, the modern minimal design. The sofas are spill, stain, and scratch proof. You can buy one piece and start with that, and then buy more seats and accessories to add on later. Shipping is fast and free. You get 100 days to decide if you want to keep the sofa. It comes with a forever warranty, and you'll get 20% off when you go to allform.com/Pacman. The link is right underneath this video.